A very warm good evening to one and all present here. Finally, we are here on day 3 of the first ever Asian Parliamentary Debate Competition hosted by National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam, in collaboration with NSS unit of NLUJA. I, Amrita Kashyap, on behalf of the Literary and Debating Committee, would like to take this moment to welcome you all to the closing and valedictory ceremony. It would be unfair to move forward without acknowledging the presence of Mrs. Namrata Gogoi Ma'am, the faculty advisor of the committee, and Himanshu Ranjan Nath Sir, faculty advisor and coordinator for NSS unit of NLUJA, and Dr. Shailendra Kumar Sir, our esteemed faculty member of law at NLUJA. The very first edition of NLUJA APD witnessed 150 plus participants and 50 plus adjudicators competing in grueling rounds against each other. The competition witnessed 5 in rounds followed by 2 out rounds. And after competing in the semi-finals, we had 3 Bottle Gin and Jamia Militia Imposes Sharia Law take on each other in the finals. Now, I cannot tell you what were the results, but I guess you all will come to know about it very, very soon. But before we move on to that, I would like to hand over to Mrs. Namrata Gogoi Ma'am to address all of you on behalf of the academic fraternity of NLUJA.
Thank you, Amrita. Good evening to everyone present here. It's really heartening to see so many people online. Now, this is the first ever Asian PD held by NLUJA, as Amrita has mentioned, under the aegis of a very able literary and debating committee. And as its faculty coordinator, I couldn't be prouder. With such an overwhelming participation from different institutions all over India, and more than 50 judges being present, and some of them very illustrious ones, I've been told, I really hope this humble endeavor on our part has been up to your expectations. I also hope that this event, which spanned, I think, 3 days, was an interesting and an enjoyable learning experience for you all. Nothing like having an offline event, but I hope this was, just as good. Since the winners haven't been declared yet, but even so, my heartiest congratulations to those. And for those who didn't win, I hope you took this as an opportunity to learn newer skills, hone your older ones, because you see, developing skills in debating is very much helpful in a lot of real life, situations too. In addition to your public speaking skills, you can improve your critical thinking abilities, your research skills, improving your leadership qualities. So for those of you, who didn't participate this time, but were on the sidelines, I hope you will take the opportunity to also participate in the future. For I hope that there will be a next time and many more times, where we have events like this and we see the participation of all you, participants from different institutions and some more. And because, of course, without you, this event couldn't have been a success. And at the end, of course, I thank the literary and the debating committee, along with the volunteers, for having put in the best efforts at making this event a success. Because I know you've been, working very hard at pulling this off since the last few weeks. So now I hand you over to their able hands so as to continue with the rest of the closing ceremony, because I know you're all very eager to know who are the winners. And lastly, my best wishes to you all. My apologies that I have to take your leave now because I have certain prior engagements, but thank you everyone and best wishes again.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enlightening words. It was a pleasure to have you present among with us. Without waiting further, I would like to move on to what we have next on the list. For that, I would like to call upon Bikran Barse, a fourth-year student of NLUJA, and also the editor-in-chief of Law Stories, the premier literary magazine of NLUJA, Assam.
Thank you, Amrita. Good evening, fellow debaters, members of the audience, and the organizing committee of this competition. Congratulations to all the participants for actually coming to this debate competition. Over the last 3 days, everyone here, I'm sure, will agree to what Donatella Versace has rightly pointed out when she said that one can't be swayed by people's opinions and that one must believe in oneself. We at Law Stories believe in just that. Debating, like any other creative pursuit, involves seeing, believing, and working arduously to make what we believe in truly come to life. If you don't believe me, look at some of the team names. Law Stories is a student run magazine of the National Law University and Judicial Academy, Assam, under the aegis of the Literary and Debating Society. We vet and publish works across the written arts, prose, poetry, movie reviews, literary criticisms, etc., and visual arts, be it digital drawings, comic strips, and others. I, Vikranta Barse, the editor in chief of Law Stories 2023-2024, am proud to announce the launch of the fourth edition of this magazine. This time we received close to 150 submissions from across India. Law Stories is not just another magazine, my fellow debaters. It is a collection of authors, poets, and artists who did not let their self doubt take over them. After listening to some of the thrilling debates, I find it rather befitting to launch this collection of soulful creativity and thoughtful caution before this venerable gathering. Stay tuned for the launch of this year's Lost Stories. Lost in the moment, we claim as our own, or as Eminem rightly points out, lose yourself. Thank you.
Well, now I know what I'm looking forward to next. Great kudos to the editorial board for all the work you have put in for this edition of Law Stories. Now, the time has finally come for which you all were waiting. We will move to the valedictory ceremony now. I would like to hand over to our very able CAP consisting of Harsh, Adhiraj, Shrey to come up and share the prizes as well as share a few words of their wisdom. Over to you, Harsh and Adhiraj.
Cool. I hope I'm clearly audible.
Yep.
All right. Cool. All right. Before we proceed with the Edge prizes, a quick note of thanks to the TAP team, which consisted of Kanish, Shreyas, Pratik, and Vipul. Thank you for being so efficient and like handling TAP so efficiently, despite of like all the server glitches, etc. Thank you to the equity team. We had luckily very minimal equity complaints and minimal equity delays because any complaint was resolved quickly by the equity team consisting of Mehak, Aryan, Keshav, Vanya, and Satish. At the same time, thank you to my co-CA Adhiraj, who was extremely brilliant, and it was fun working with him. And lastly, thank you so much to OC for your support. I think OC was extremely efficient in handling everything, right from the registrations to handling all the participants. OC was extremely cooperative, accommodating, and always available for everyone or any concerns that anyone have. With that, we would move ahead with the judge prizes. So the best invited adjudicator is Mehak and Uditi with an average of 8.5. Moving ahead with the prizes for competing edges. The third best competing adjudicator is Ayushman with an average of 8.68. The second best competing adjudicator is Pratyaksha Vijay with an average of 8.93. And the best competing adjudicator of NLUJA PD 2024 is Abhijit Rajsekaran with an average of 9.25. Congratulations to all the judges. The further prizes would be announced by Adhiraj. Over to you, Adhiraj.
Yeah, hi, hello. I hope I am audible as well. I'll assume so. Yeah, before I start with speaker announcements as such, I won't take a lot of your time. I'll just like to thank Harsh as well because yeah, he thanked me, so I thank him as well. Yeah, he's overselling how brilliant I've been because I think that's only because he has been super accommodative and considerate, and I'd like to appreciate that. But lastly, I'd like to appreciate all of you that have chosen to come to this tournament. It has been absolutely a pleasure. Yeah, feel free to, I don't know, give feedback on motions or something later. But yes, cool. Let's move to top speaker announcements for NLUJ APD. Aniket, you missed out the full name. You're missing out on one word, but yeah, that's okay. Cool. Top 10 speakers for NLUJ APD. Let's get to the 10th best speaker. The 10th best speaker is Anshuman Mishra with an average of 78.4. The 9th best speaker on the list would be Samara with an average of 78.6. The 8th best speaker is Shea with an average of 78.6 and a standard deviation of 1.5. Let's get to the 7th best speaker, which is Abel with an average of 78.6 as well, but and standard deviation of 0.49. The 6th best speaker would be Chinmay Mohan with an average of 78.8 and a standard deviation of 1.83. I'm so sorry, Chinmay's Bombay Sapphire Mohan. Yeah. The 5th best speaker is Saksham with an average of 79 and a standard deviation of 0.89. The 4th best speaker is Aditya Jha with an average of 79.2 and a standard deviation of 1.17. The 3rd best speaker is Ishan Kalkatajan Saikya with an average speaker score of 79.6 and a standard deviation of 1.36. The 2nd best speaker, taking in some words of cash, would be Aniket Delhi Rajan Patra winning over Kalkatajan with a standard deviation of 1.20 and having the same average as 79.6. Lucky. And the best speaker for NLJ APD is Shaurya Chandravanshi with an average speaker score of 80.4 and a standard deviation of 1.02. Lovely. With that, we move forward to the next announcement that's on the list, and that would be the OGF verdict, I guess. Moving on to the OGF verdict, yeah, I would have invited Abhijit for it, but you all shifted the slides anyway, so that's okay. Okay, wow. Abhijit, would you announce the verdict now? This is anticlimactic as fuck, but okay.
Okay, I guess. With an exciting close split of 4-3, the winners are 3 Bottle Gin as government. Yay!
Yeah, I think cool, which makes the open. Yeah, let's move on to the next slides. Which makes the open runners up for this tournament to be. Yeah, okay, all right. With the open grand finals best speaker to be the Deputy Prime Minister and the DLO on a 3-3-1 split, and the open runners up to be Jamia Militia imposes Sharia law, but that was the opposition. Considering that multiple people are asking questions, the split was a 4-3 split. We'll drop in all the details with regards to who voted what and who were the dissentees, along with the tabs as well as on the group, if that's all right. Yeah. All right. Thanks. Thank you all for joining in. Had a lot of fun. Happy debating. Yeah.
Thank you, Adhiraj and Harsh. And a very big congratulations to all the winners, and also a very big thank you to all the participants who were there with us throughout the competition. Coming close to the very end of this event, for the last of formalities, I would like to call upon Mahi Agarwal, the convener of Literary and Debating Committee of NLUJA.
Can somebody confirm if I'm audible?
Yep.
Thank you so much, Adiraj. So, ladies and gentlemen, debaters and adjudicators, first off, a big congrats to our winners. You have already survived the debates, and more impressively, our endless waiting timings. Yes, Shaurya. Seriously, guys, you have made it through. A massive thanks to the NLUJA administration, starting with the Vice Chancellor of NLUJA, Honorable Retired Justice Mir Alfaz Ali, sir, Nandrani ma'am and Registrar Sir Gunjit Roy Chaudhary for their unwavering support and the liberty they have given us to execute our plans without any micromanagement. Truly a rare and cherished blessing. Also, a heartfelt thank you to our faculty advisor, Mrs. Namrata Gogoi ma'am, for her invaluable support, and to all the faculties, including Shailendra sir and Himanshu sir, for joining us today. Also, to the entire NLUJA student fraternity, thank you for gracing us with your presence and joining this roller coaster of an event. Now, a special shout out to Harsh, our core adjudicator, for never being MIA and always being available at all points of time. Seriously, guys, you were starting to wonder if you guys ever sleep. Adiraj, thank you, who is also one of our core adjudicators. Thank you for your immense support throughout and handling the event with such grace that it almost seemed effortless. Also, thanks to Shrey Goel, our deputy core adjudicator, for guiding us on how to even begin to plan this event. Uh, Also to the TAB and Tech team led by Kanish Gupta as a TAB director, along with Shreyas, Prateek, Dhilan, and Vipul. Even thank you for handling tabs and tech so smoothly when the Tabby Cat tried to sabotage us. Also, one more to go. Our heartfelt thanks to the equity panel, Aryan, Keshav, Mehek, Vanya, and Satish for resolving all equity issues with such cadence. To all the invited adjudicators, thank you for elevating the level of this competition. Your expertise has made this event truly exceptional. A special thanks to the whole NLUJA PD organized committee. Seriously, guys, a huge shout out to all of us for working tirelessly for an entire month. Your hard work and sleepless nights have rightly paid off. Lastly, thank you to all the participants, including speakers, adjudicators, and everyone else, for having the kind of patience that is rarely even seen outside of saintly circles, and for trusting us with the responsibility of making this event a success. Your participation is what made this event not just possible, but extraordinary. So in the end, just thank you all, and let's celebrate the success together. And again, congratulations to the winners.